Hey. Excuse me. Hello. Well, that was. Hope you hope you folks like the little error at the beginning. But anyway, this greetings, mortals. I'm your humble host, Epic Jason speaking. Uh, Here to show. I mean, here briefly to show off some of my most recent excuse me, acquisitions for my recent 40th birthday, which was yesterday. Before I do so, let's take a look at some other things that I recently grabbed a hold of, like the Raptor pack that came with this car. Excuse me, and this Velociraptor. Which that was one of the annoying things about the film, all the constant lying. Got the Vespersaurus, which goes along with the painted one on the top, so you get both red and blue. Although I'm shocked that Mattel has never tried to do Mattel's never tried to do a Blue Jay paint scheme and or a zebra paint scheme like I've seen some repainters. Plesiosaurus, which this is. I'm glad I found this guy because this guy is really, really hard to find around here, and I've only seen this available in the wild once, and it's also got perfect teeth. Anywho, and then I also got Noob Saibot from GameStoop. GameStoop. And then I finally got Ermac, which is currently under the payment plan, so I have to work that one off. Alright. Oh, yeah. Forgot. Leoplorodon, which I found randomly at a Walmart in Dallas Parkway. Still really like the look of this guy. But, anywho, so let's get on with the birthday stuff. First of all, got the Giga, the colossal chunk Gigadontosaurus. Although, here's part of my problem. Something that you'll note that a lot of people may notice is that for some reason, a lot of copies seem to have a loose right arm. Like, I went to, we went to, two locations. One in Roanoke and one in Avondale Haslet. And even the one that I saw at the Dallas Parkway location, this arm on many, many copies seemed to be really loose. And this one, this one actually feels like the best, but still like this this arm's actually more tighter than this one for a lot of copies. I don't know why that is, and it's a really awesome figurine. But loose arms always annoys me because that's the sign that I really hate having figurines with loose joints. But hopefully, if I can find another one that has both joints more tighter, I intend to get a second copy. But at least this guy is still good in my collection. So I don't mind having backup copies like the Spinos. If I have to get a backup copy, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. I only got 3 birthday presents. One that hasn't come yet, which is the Cyberzoic Carnotaurus, which I'm waiting to hear from Creative Beasts whenever they get it into their U.S. warehouses. I did ask them recently, what's currently going on with it, and they said, yeah, we're just waiting to get them in, but once we do, we'll let you know. So, playing the waiting game, that's fine, because it has to be sent to my parents' location anyway. My nephew, who he's been, my nephew lately has not been really responding too well, and you know, just a shame with the recent anyway. Personal issues aside, he at least did give me a couple of things. One, speaking of backup copies, he got me a backup copy of the Dimorphodon, which not only is the paint on the front much better, but also the, let's see if I can get it on camera this time. The jaw joint is better. It's actually more easier to open than my other copy. Which that's a funny thing that I mean, I really love this paint scheme. This like tropical paint with the green, blue, yellow. But the fact that that this one actually has a much easier opening jaw is so relieving. I mean, that's the best aspect of having a backup copy, is that you can have one flawed, one better, and it's still it's still good for display. And before I show you this next one, let me just say, when I was looking for the Giga, I almost got the Torvosaurus, but the arm on that one was also loose. And so I was looking everywhere in the Roanoke location for just anything new. They had the Mutodon on the shelf, but apparently they didn't have the Dunkleosteus, which I'm still on the hunt for. And the only new Wild Roar figurine I saw anywhere was on the very top shelf, which is Cryolophosaurus. Finally getting this guy in my collection. The old one is actually really good, because I think, while this one has the better sculpt, I think I prefer the colors of the old one more, to be honest, with the white, navy blue, and orange, which is not only a really cool color combination, especially for winter, but it harkens back to like Lego Ice Planet. But like, this Cryolophosaurus is really cool too. Not gonna lie, I really like the I think it's more like aqua green and blues, more like a mixture of like blues and greens and yellows and white. It's just a really cool looking figurine, and it does the I get it on camera too. Yeah, this is an awesome looking figurine. So yeah, I mean, people thought it was it's funny because when I posted the image, I was trying to get it as close to the eye as possible, but the background lights where I was at the time were colored. Oh yeah, my nephew also got me a figurine of Metal Sonic. This is the modern one. I had the classic. I'm trying to get some backup copies of the classic Metal Sonic, but to kind of like start like a small little army. But like, you know, it'll still be cool to have like this as the leader. I really wish Jack Specific, anyone who sees this, you know, email them, ask them. Like, Jack Specific needs to make a figurine of this size, but of Mecha Sonic Mach 2 from Sonic and Knuckles, because that one's actually worth owning. And then also, I got another one of this, but as you'll see on the bottom, G, which is one more. So I'll have a third copy of the Notosaurus Ultra Rare. So I have 3 Ultra Rares, baby. And then getting this, and that plus the other ones I'm about to show you are all stuff I got from the Mattel store, which I was a little disappointed because I thought they would have some more modern stuff, but they have a lot of really old stuff from like a few years ago. Like, the warehouse was just kind of small, but finally got the basic Suchomimus, which I really love this creature, and I wish they would have done more. Like, I still think that they should have never canceled that box set that was supposed to come out for Chaos Theory, which, I mean, come on, that would have been a great release. Like, I wish they could salvage that one. Or, like, one thing they really should do, like, if, is they should bring back the, like, that Sugamimus, or at least an updated version of that sculpt, but go back to the original, Mattel blue and yellow version, because even though I think newer figurines, I think the sculpt are better for some, but like there's something about the old paint on some of the older releases that are just too iconic, and I wish they would just go back to that at some point. The other stuff I got from the Mattel store are a Aston Martin from 1956. Really love these old cars too that have that like almost like a face look to it. Also got this pack that comes with a Viper and a Volkswagen Beetle. Yes, and do let them in the drive in my metallic purple Volkswagen Beetle. I'm on the hunt for Dodge Vipers, though, because Dodge Viper is not only my favorite car, but the Dodge, Dodge is my favorite brand of cars in general, but the Viper I've been a fan of as far back when I was a kid. And there's two I'm currently looking for. There was one, both of them are like the original RT10, and then the last model, but I'm looking for one that are white with the blue stripes. At some point, though, I want Hot Wheels or Matchbox. I mean, Mattel makes both brands, but like, just make the Viper Defender from Viper. I mean, you have the pop culture line. Why don't you put that car in the line, as well as like the Burger Mobile from Good Burger? I mean, that's what that line is supposed to be there for. That's why they brought out the Mudcuts van from Dumb and Dumber. So why aren't they utilizing that line to give us more of these cult classic cars, from movies and TV? Like, that's what it's supposed to be there for, and yet already they're like dropping the bomb on it. Anywho, and then from Target, also got this, a Volkswagen. The cool thing is that the doors on the sides opens. I still need to get myself a Volkswagen van, like a classic Volkswagen van, which, despite the fact I like the Beetle, but like the van was kind of cool too. The van to me is like my favorite Volkswagen vehicle. And really, I know it's too late at this point because I don't really like want Disney to make it, but like, how there's the Love Bug, and they always had like there was a female car from one film. There was Horace the Evil Herbie in the 90s film, which that one's is criminally underrated. I think they should have done a spinoff called The Love Van. Anyway, and then at Target yesterday, I got both Dodge Challenger, which I don't think I have this one in my collection, but I need to take a look back at my photo I took. I took a photo basically to give myself a reference because I have everything packed up, as you see, and I'm still packing up a lot of stuff, but like, it's getting closer and closer to moving date, which all of this is going to be packed up soon too. And I also got this, which is really cool, 1933 Ford. This really awesome light blue color. Really, really cool. And then the last, and then the last thing I got last night, before I went to go see the movie Hungry, which was surprisingly good. I don't know if it's like, I mean, it's not like the greatest thing in the world, but like for a horror film, not bad. And then I also got this, which is an XL of the Gen 2 Dodge Viper. Really awesome. And that's about it. That's everything so far. Even stuff that, I mean, all this, I mean, you won't see Unfortunately, for quite a while, you're not going to see any me opening anything on the community page because I plan to open all this up once I get to my new apartment, even though it's going to be like a month from now. Um, I'm expected to move into this place called Rockbrook Creek. That's in Louisville. And that won't be till either July 26th or July 31st. But even then, you know, I have to pack up everything and be ready before we move. Or before I move, sorry. So, unfortunately, even the new stuff will have to be packed up. But at least when I get to my apartment, all the new stuff will be opened up. And so that way I can put them on the shelf properly. And it'll feel a little more special that way. So anyway, that's all the new stuff I got. So, anywho, this is Epic Jason speaking, signing off. And, happy birthday to me.